For 27 years, Kristen Rogers has been a member of the Grand Rapids Police Department, climbing through the ranks to become the city's first female deputy police chief. I sat down with her to talk about how she's been able to balance a career and a family and about the demands of this very stressful job. Did you always know you wanted to go into law enforcement?
Absolutely not.
You didn't? How did that happen?
No. I was thinking military, maybe. I mean, just something I wasn't sitting at a desk or behind a computer, those type of things. Always the tomboy, always out on my skateboard, always out doing things. And then I went to Michigan State and I took my first criminal justice course and I was hooked. Grand Rapids Police Department was hiring at the career fair, and I started, coming and visiting the city and taking tests, and I've never looked back.
Wow. Started as a patrol officer?
Yep. So when I was 22, started as a patrol officer.
22 years old, and I mean, you think back 27 years ago, I would imagine you were one of very few women in the department at the time?
Actually, I had some amazing women leaders when I first came into the police department, of rank of lieutenant and captain, and then people kind of, they retired and then realized it was us youngsters' turns, to, carry that on.
Yeah, you really moved up quickly, and you've had several promotions over the years.
So I decided you can either complain or decide to, test and take on the job. Every role I've taken has been a new challenge, and, some are super exciting, some not as exciting, but I've been in the deputy chief role now for 3 years, and it's a learning curve for sure.
3 years. I mean, and you made history becoming the first female to do that.
Yes, which is super exciting, and I mean, I don't take that lightly, but it's been great at the same time because it's challenging, and I really enjoy that challenge. I enjoy learning. I enjoy promoting our department, recruiting, really educating the public or anybody on what this job is. I think if people can really understand who we are, and we're just like everybody else. We just took a job and took an oath, and we take it very seriously, and we have a job to enforce laws, and so sometimes that makes us the bad guys. But I take it very seriously, not only for members of the public, but also for those men and women that take that oath, because it's hard. It is hard sometimes.
Does it feel personal? Do you take it personally when you hear police departments being attacked, other police officers, the verbal attacks, I would say?
It's hard.
Is that personal?
Yes,
yeah, I bet.
Absolutely. I've learned to not take it as personally, and I was actually told by somebody once that I kind of get paid for people to yell at me. And so actually when you think of it that way, you can kind of disassociate yourself a little bit. However, definitely with at the times the defunding and the police, I mean, I have children of my own, and when they hear their friends talking or things like that, and then these kids come over to my house and they meet who I am, and they're like, oh, your mom's a cop? I never would have thought that. And so it's really just, educating people on that we're real people, that we have feelings as well, and that just why we do the things that we do.
How do you balance that, being a cop and being a mom? And I know you as a mom, our girls know each other and grew up together, and how do you sort of know when to take that hat off and sort of, put the cop hat back on?
I can't say that I've been perfect at it, and it's challenging at times. Yes, I have a 19, almost 22-year-old, amazing kids. I have had to leave birthday parties. I've had to leave Christmas mornings. I have, which sometimes it becomes a priority thing, right? Where your kids are like, are we the priority? But also the oath that I took is a priority. And so when the job calls, you have to go. But I've always instilled in my children that, I love them, and just because I have to go into work doesn't mean I love them any less. And hopefully they see as a female and being strong in a position that you don't have to give up one or the other. You can be a mother. You can, still be involved in the schools. You can still take cupcakes to schools. You can still do all this, but yet also have a challenging role.